Hi all, this is SixShot's. Okay, for the past 3 to 4 months I've been busy mainly with my home matters and work matters, so I'm very sorry about it if I didn't post any video. Okay, right now I'm sort of free, at least right now after Christmas and Chinese Lunar New Year. I'm a bit free now, so I can put up some stuff. Okay, I guess you guys know about the New York Toy Fair and all its new blaster coming up, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. You guys can just look around in the net for all of these matters. As for me, I don't really chase after performance enhancing blasters or what's that, or the one blaster that rules everyone, the one blaster that rule them all, like the Lord of the Rings. Because as far as this goes, Nerf games, it's constantly evolving. There's no such thing, at least in my idea or my point of view, will have one blaster that rule over everybody. On what I see as what's the word? What I see as gameplay. Gameplay, to at least to my point of view, has to evolve. If you don't evolve, you'll become boring and somewhat repetitive, and we all know where this is going. So for my own pursuit, I will probably like to develop gameplay in Nerf games. What's the next thing? Oh yes, I would like to see, from the rest of the community, of course, I would love to exchange ideas. I would like to see development of gameplay. Things will take a notch up rather than the usual things like team versus match, capture the flag. Although these will remain as their staple game, but if the Nerf community wishes to develop things a bit more further, I would say that I would say complex. I would say elaborate gameplay would be the way to go. Sorry for my unusual voice, and because I just recovered from a bad flu. And also, another matter, I saw this locally. The crosscut. The blaster that shoots darts and cuts. Nah, not really cuts. This is actually a foam buzzsaw blade, so it doesn't really hurt someone. But it's cool. It just reminds me of Van Helsing's spinning blade. You know, the one from the one that's done by, what's that guy? Stephen Sommer, starring Hugh Jackman. Yep, I'm talking about that Van Helsing. I'm not talking about Peter Cushing's ones. Okay. Other than that, I'm glad that more new things are coming up, including the big brother of the crosscut, the brain saw. Okay, that one, everybody has to chase after. That is cool. Other than that, so what's the next big thing? Truth be told, even I at times get what they call a video guys block. We can't come with creative contents at times. So yeah, I'm still very, very human, not some mythological, almighty, all-knowing character. Anything else on everyone's head? Or rather on my head? Don't think so. Because mainly in my country, Singapore itself, we have a lot of festivals, because we have plenty of different folks staying here, so they have different festivals. January, you have Thaipusam for the Hindu folks, so it's very, very happening. And later in February, you have the Chinese Lunar New Year. It's also a very happening day. And of course, and let me see, after that, in March, you have the school holidays, which of course an opportunity for you and the local guys to play Nerf games. On the whole, at least in my country, at least from my experience, December, January, February, usually these 3 months itself, Nerf games are sparse and far in between, because mainly you got December, Christmas, then followed by just now what I said, Thaipusam and Chinese Lunar New Year. So yeah, that explains a lot of things in between why my own country don't really have any Nerf games in between until maybe in March, April, May period, and subsequently it goes on until November, or yeah, usually November, until November, then it stops. It's Christmas time. So yeah. So hope outside folks understand that sometimes, as much as we like it, we love to play Nerf, and every week we are also constrained by the fact that we can't be at places everywhere. We still have to celebrate festivals from different folks to different folks in Singapore, and we also have our own holidays. Speaking of which, what's that? HVZ. I know everybody it's hoping that a mega HVZ game happens, but I don't see anywhere soon, because mainly HVZ is actually a huge undertaking and you need considerable planning, logistics. Everything has to plan in advance. It can't be done on the fly. At least we don't really have a computer that for you to do right click, left click, so you can move everything in place. We still have to communicate to different people, to different folks about what is to be done for HVZ. So I guess I can provide some insight into HVZ. It doesn't come that easy. Of course, we all love it, but it just doesn't come that easy. So we have to plan everything in advance. Which of course brings up again to what I said before. Everybody loves to play elaborate, sophisticated Nerf scenario games. Again, it needs to be planned in advance, so it can't be done on the fly. Well, you can do it on the fly, but it's not really very, very nice. And of course, you do have to need some form of explanation to the players, just in case there are misunderstandings. Okay, that sums up what I'm gonna say, and that'll be all. This is SixShot's signing off. Bye bye.